Yo, what's good? Skano. 1,000 bottles of baby oil lubricant. Okay. So amongst other things that they confiscated, a gang of different types of narcotics, including MDA, ketamine. Listen, all the date rape drugs. This nigga got all the date rape drugs. You know, he had girl, oxy. He got a whole pharmacy. So I'm assuming this is the shit they confiscated in the raid they did a couple months ago or whatever. Woo woo. Um, Assault rifles with the serial numbers filed off. All types of various sex tapes. What the hell does nigga need 1,000 bottles of baby oil lubricant for, man? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So, uh, man. I mean, like I said, man, this shit, the writing been on the wall. Um, you got a lot of witness testimony in this case, man. There are witnesses that they have still not even disclosed the identities of. I think some of the most, obviously, what was her name? The white actor slash model that he allegedly, you know, dropped a molly on and sexually assaulted. Um, you got these statements by, people like Lil Rod who, listen, man, how you a grown man and you letting another man sexually assault you? I don't care if the dude is biflexual or homoflexual or whatever rod that is. Like how that work, man? How you a grown man letting another? So I don't know. That shit right there ain't adding up. I think Rod was complicit in this shit, and maybe I should just leave my personal opinions out of this. But the fact of the matter is, man, they got a shitload of evidence. Y'all know when the feds come for you, they feel like they got a pretty good chance of convicting, or they don't come for you. So they got a high 80% conviction rate, 80%, 85%, 88, something of that nature. So typically when they come for you, they getting a conviction. This nigga's facing a lot of shit, man. You know, the sexual abuse, the human trafficking, the kidnapping, the racketeering, conspiracy to commit racketeering, and that, don't sleep on that one. Drug trafficking. So, I mean, are they gonna be able to prove all of that? It's yet to be seen, man. But like I said, man, the feds, they will throw a lot of shit at the wall and whatever stick. If you're looking at 25 to life in Diddy's situation, man, the type of charges they done brought him up on, one or two of them charges could be it. Let alone if they, half of these charges stick. It's over for dude. It's over. So it's still a lot of rumors and speculation circulating regarding Pac's death, Biggie's death, Kim Porter's death, So, and I don't want to lump that into this, but what I'm saying is, man, it's been a lot of dark clouds surrounding this nigga and dark rumors surrounding him for a long time. And, rumors is rumors, man, but, they say where there's smoke, there's fire. And pertaining to these different, orgies and these sex parties and shit that dude was, what's on them tapes? I don't want to see the tapes. I am curious to know who else is on them tapes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, bro, it's a network. Um, some of your favorite artists probably involved in all this shit. What is on them goddamn tapes? So between witness testimony, and like I said, you could take the witness testimony with a grain of salt, or you could, it is what it is. These different tapes, as far as now, the main accusation, as far as these sexual abuse charges, a majority of, the victims, it said, alleged that, Diddy would have these parties, these, wild sex parties, get you doped up, and next thing you know, you involved in a whole orgy. You half coherent, going by witness accounts, and he would then turn around and use those tapes, those videos, to blackmail these people, extort them, to keep them in his, caught up in his web, to have control over them. So, like I said, man, it's a lot to process. But this is not new information. Most of this shit is not new, except some of the things they recovered during the raid. What the fuck? You need 1,000 bottles of lube? So, like I said, man, he ain't gonna be able to wiggle off of this hook, bro. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna be able to hit him with everything that they bringing forth, particularly the drug trafficking. I think that's gonna be a stretch. The sex trafficking, sexual abuse. He probably, listen. I don't want to get to speculating, playing, backroom lawyer and shit. But depending on how much drugs they found, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be difficult to get him with the drug trafficking charge. But the date rape drugs, that with the witness testimony, and I don't know what else they got on these video recordings. Like I said, man, I think they have a strong case for the sexual abuse, the sexual trafficking. They said, listen, man, the way they putting this out here is like, dude got a whole, prostitution ring going on. Some complicit, and some, like I said, he extorted and blackmailed into this position after, compromising, you know what I'm saying, these people in a way in which he can then turn around, manipulate them, and control them. Pretty much like, he do his women, I guess, going by Cassie's account. So this is a devious nigga we talking about. If this shit is all true, beyond devious. I mean, ain't nobody safe. Your kids ain't safe. I probably shouldn't go there because there has been no type of, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, this nigga is out here just, just taking the cheeks, man, women. It don't matter. Apparently, anybody's fair game as far as the diddler is concerned. So, somebody else know about this shit, man. Like I said, man. Plenty. I believe like I said, man. I believe there are multiple other people that, if not involved, are aware. You're not gonna convince me for 1 second that this nigga was Han Solo doing all this shit by himself. He ain't got time for. I don't believe he would have time to procure all these potential victims, potential. You know what I'm saying? What you would call grooming. He had somebody, and that was brought up in the case with the that white lady, the aspiring model or actress. At one point in time, I don't know what she's doing now, but she said his a go-between, somebody who set up, basically, I forgot the exact term, but somebody who basically set up these interviews. And this actress pretty much said, this third party, pretty much was pushing her, like I said before, to dress sexually provocative and, as if grooming her, you know what I'm saying, preparing her for the eventual, encounter to come. But so this lady says, you know what I'm saying, Diddy flat out, raped her. Then just ghosted, you know what I'm saying? Gave her the runaround. So like I said, man, how much of this is people who have been scorned? How much of this is people that, Diddy was supposed to, put them on, so to speak? Put them on in the industry, put them on with a contact, woo-woo, whatever the case may be, and he just used them up and then tossed them to the side, and then, people ain't gonna feel, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel a way about that, obviously. So you do that enough times, man. Who's to say, what they recorded and how they can. So at the end of the day, man, dude dug his own hole. He dug his own grave, so to speak. There's nobody, like I said, no witch hunt. This is not a conspiracy to. This nigga done all this shit to himself, man. And the track record being what it is, Cassie situation, that's a very damning. That right there, man. Because if you a jury, and you looking at, and what the prosecutor's gonna do, man, is they gonna lay out the groundwork. They gonna show, a consistent, like, this is his MO, So they gonna lay it out with the different witness testimony. They're gonna pretty much lay the groundwork to show, like, yeah, see, this dude is a predator. You know what I'm saying? It's not good for dude, bro. Obviously. So some people are talking about he gonna get off. You know what I'm saying? Woo, he's not getting out of this, bro. He's not getting out of this. And I'm no legal expert. I don't see him getting out of this shit. But as I said, man, two things you can't escape, and that's death and karma. So you know what I'm saying? The bell tolls, man. It's time to pay up that karma. And like I said, man, at the end of the day, it's gonna be more than karma to pay, because obviously, if even part of this shit is true and they can prove it, it's a wrap. And it is what it is. So, men and women, control your urges, man. Control your intrusive thoughts. Can't be a victim to your compulsions and your urges. Some things are better left just inside your head. You know what I'm saying? 216 Skano. You already know.